KSI revealed his next opponent will be Dillon Danis. But does that fight make any sense? KSI's boxing journey seems destined to eventually match him up against Jake Paul when the timing is right. Nobody would argue that Jake is much further ahead in his journey at this stage, and KSI needs to put together a similar resume. The resume of Jake Paul includes wins over Anderson Silva and Tyron Woodley, both respected athletes from MMA that posed a genuine threat to Jake. So, who better to match that level with than Dillon Danis? Well, almost anyone. Dillon Danis has a professional MMA record of 2-0, with 2 submission wins in Bellator. The last of those came in 2019. And since then, Danis has instead been spending his time fighting on the internet rather than in an octagon. Sure, he's a good wrestler, but that isn't going to help in a boxing ring. Danis has also been embarrassed by being choked out by a bouncer outside of a nightclub, and by recent altercations with Diaz and Anthony Taylor in terms of boxing ability. This fight is KSI's version of Jake Paul vs Ben Askren, which is a shame, because I think he could chance getting in the ring with Woodley, Tommy Fury, or like I said, almost anyone else. Having said that, I get it. I think it's a fight that makes sense, because it will sell. Jake Paul claimed recently that his fight with Anderson Silva tanked on PPV, which will undoubtedly be significantly due to the lack of back and forth or rivalry, which I'm sure we're all delighted Anderson didn't lower himself to. But in this case, Danis is already that low, and if they get it right, they could build this up to be quite a spectacle, outside of the ring at least. As time goes by, the possibility of Conor McGregor entering this space feels more and more likely, and if KSI has a win over McGregor's mate Danis, it helps build potential for that down the line, with names like Mayweather, Diaz and Silva already in the mix now. Somebody is boxing McGregor soon. My main concern with this matchup is that I don't think it'll actually happen. Danis has got into this position by being all bark and no bite. He knows he isn't a boxer, and he knows the chances of him being embarrassed are high. He's just going to dine on this publicity and pull out on the week of the fight. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we see a competitive, high-quality boxing match. But sadly, I just can't see it happening.